Baby Nori here with my game mom, Penguina Whiteoak. That's my mom in game. I'm just kidding. Just a game character mom. How's it going? I am logged in and I am about to continue on with my game. So, just want to log in with my other character here. So I'm going to continue on with the main scenario quest. So I'm going to run downstairs and keep on going. How are you doing? Feel free to say hi. And I'm going to go get my stream up. And we are live. Okay. Let's see what's up here. We are picking up where we left off last night. Bunch of runs to Bone Dry Camp Bone Dry Camp. And now that we're finished, we're supposed to come over here. Okay. Picking up with Minfilia. And my YouTube is up, and YouTube chat is up. And I got my breakfast, coffee, and cookies. Minfilia. Life, materia, and everything. Minfilia would like you to meet a distinguished individual. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubblypot, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Erzorsia. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to great benefits of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him to use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thailand, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke and the way will become clear. Okay. We're gonna run there now. everywhere. Put my headphones down so I can eat without making a lot of noise.
Are you still steaming?
Mm-hmm. I got it started and I narrowed a bit and I said I gotta go run to the place because this is a good place to just munch and run.
So is that realistic to talk right now?
Not if you talk quietly. Just don't let anything sensitive. As you see, or you could just plug in headphones and listen on YouTube. You know, like you did yesterday.
Oh, I really got headphones.
You could use the Sony headphones. Look, it's cars.
Is that faster than a chocobo?
Hmm?
Is that faster than a chocobo?
That's like chocobo speed. Okay. Japan prime time.
Can you tell y'all what you know?
Things show me. Z.
Oh, yeah, the one that was that koala Joey that.
Mm-hmm. Asa Sultana. Look at how crowded it is here. Should be out this way. Where am I going? What's that? Oh, that's somebody else. That's somebody else over there on my PC, isn't it?
Seems like it.
Let's see. Okay, that's where we're supposed to go. Okay. And this is on tune? Oh my goodness, Blackbush Station and on tune. What a newbie mistake. Everybody's got that, everybody's got that thing, but what does this mean? Oh, that's... Alright, we'll figure it out. Figure it out soon. Hello, Aetherite. Ah, here we go. Hello, Aetherite. Oh, yes. Thank you. And there a chocobo lady here? Oh, yes. Let's go see the chocobo lady. Well met, traveler. May I interest you in a chocobo porter? Ah, do not tell me this is your first visit to this stop. I shall update my register with your name so that you may access this location in the future. Okay, let's go to the bonfire. That way. Okay. Oh, we go the wrong way. We might have gone the wrong way. Okay. Let's go see the goblin. I don't see no smoke. No smoke. Let's face a big trail of smoke somewhere. Oh, there is a smoke. Mutamix bubbly pots. Who's the uplander come to tent ring of Mutamix bubbly pots? Fighty tool drinks in airy self. When full of airy self, Fighty tool changes to stony shine, name of materia. If materia join with other Fighty tool, then big eyes. Fighty tool gains power of air self. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is a friend of Minfilia. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Mutamix, yes? Score! Fighting tool is unstrong as eating tool. Make good teachy. Show of power of materia. The materia, master. Now eyes of Uplander point at fighting tool, yes? Materia join with fighting tool. Woo! Fighting tool gains power of materia. Fighting tool reborn. Here, Uplander take fighting tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bound, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When ye attach a piece of materia to a gear, ye imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned the dagger of yours from somewhat as you would struggle to cut stake into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wished to be joiner of materia. Then Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learny ones of Metamix. Yes, I like to trade tongue flaps. Alright, now I gotta run back there. Good gosh. Alright, I guess I better talk to him first. Forging the spirit, I better take this one. What would you say if I told you that an inanimate object can possess a soul? They can, believe it or not, although the soul in question is not their own, but that of their owner. Through faithful service, the arms and armor that we use to come hold our spiritual energy, thus we form a spirit bond with them. This spiritual energy can be drawn out and converted into materia, a special kind of crystal that can be attached to gear and enhance its properties. I am well versed in the ways of materia extraction. If you wish to learn more about the process, it will be my pleasure to teach you. You ready to commence your learning? Good. As you will have gathered by now, materia is the crystallized form of one's spiritual energy. As this energy is derived from an individual's psyche, a volatile beast at the best of times, a degree of variance is to be expected in its production. In practice, this means that you won't know the exact properties of a stone until you cradle it in your hands. Now, materia won't grant you much of anything on its own. Its power must be tapped. See? And this is achieved by melding it to a gear. Know, though, that it takes the deft hands of craftsmen to meld materia. You can always seek others to attach materia on your behalf, but if you would sooner do it yourself, I recommend you speak with Fahad Bahas. Melding is her field of specialty. If you wish to remove material from an item, highlight its icon and select Retrieve material, there's a chance that the material will be salvaged. Yes! Material extraction is now available. Alright, let's see if we got anything worth extracting here. We got nothing. We got nothing. Spirit bond 56%. We should use this so we can extract that stuff. Okay, where's the other? Oh, we're not quite there yet, are we? Disciple of the Hand, level 19. Whew. Seriously. Well, it is to be expected.
I thought you were above 19.
Huh?
I thought you were above 19.
Oh, Disciple of the Land. It's like gathering and crafting. It's a different job.
Oh, different level.
Different job. It's going to be a while before I'm going to be able to do that. Alright, Minphilia. I'm going to run back to her again. There's just no easy way there. Life of a newbie. Run, run, run. Santa Celery Man. Indeed. I think we're supposed to go this way. Uh-oh, I think we went the wrong way. I don't see a town. I don't see a town. I don't see a town. Oh well. A little detour, I guess. Detour. Always a detour.
direction do you need to head?
I think it's okay. A roundabout way. Roundabout way to everything. As usual. Let's see what this is right here. Let's see what this is. I can always abandon the heart. Where the heart is. Oh, this is the residential area thingy. So let's do this. Yes, let's do this. Because we're gonna need to be able to get to the residential area. Residential area somewhere. Oh. Let's see, residential area somewhere. Oh, going the wrong way, of course. Going the wrong way.
How do you know the right way?
Because I gotta go this way. Because the little map thing says you're going the wrong way. There we go. That's where my heart is. There we go. The residential district for adventurers. Why, the goblets practically within swinging reach of this gate. The resident caretaker is the one to speak if you have a nesting urge. Oh, wrong person. Hear about the auctions, have you? You're not the first to approach me with this. Aye, it's true. In an effort to encourage immigration to our great nation, all lands within the goblet are to be set aside for adventurers such like yourself. Tragic, some might say, only adventurers will be permitted to settle within its wards. Such decisions were made by men wiser than I. A beautiful place, the goblet, a man-made oasis built atop of a towering butte. Ah, but why bothering explaining when you can see for yourself? Just head through these gates and follow the road. If you wish to know about the goblet, speak with the recruit stationed just past the entrance. He'll be happy to assist you. Okay, we are in. Look at that, how beautiful in the middle of the desert. My goodness. Okay. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Goblet. Beg your pardon? A Udon woman asked you to learn more about the auctions? Oh dear, as you may have heard, these plots are reserved exclusively for adventurers. Since your friend is a Udon citizen, she is eligible to participate. Should you yourself have a mind to purchase a plot, pray speak with the resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. Okay. Guess we're ready to go. Alright, so how do we leave? This way. Always got bad news. Oh, someone's having a little fun there. Level 72. Woo! You return. Tell me, what have you learned of the auctions? Eh? What do you mean it's reserved exclusively for adventurers? I mean, sure, times are tough and every nation is scrambling to attract formidable fighters. But what about my needs? What about my 40 acres and a chocobo? Bah, it's just not fair. Goblet Ethernet now available. Well, I'm sorry about that. Now let's go back to Benphilia where we're supposed to be going. Alright, 1 second. So we gotta go that way. That way. We really need a chocobo. I hope I get one soon. Can you see where the chocobo quest is? Mm-hmm. Personal chocobo quest. FF14. Tell me what town I'm supposed to start it. Or what area where the quest giver is at. Okay, run.
Unlocking battle companion and round?
Something like that, or just getting a chocobo. Just getting a chocobo to run around.
How to get a chocobo in Final Fantasy 14?
Huh?
How to get a chocobo in Final Fantasy 14?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm reading first. climb to level 20.
Mm-hmm.
Complete the Lord of the Inferno mission.
Lore of the Inferno?
Mission to unlock Hero in the Making from the Infinity Award.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I'm getting there, but I have to fight Inferno. That's Infrict. That's the thing that keeps stomping and all the little pillar you stand on keeps collapsing. Alright.
So you know now?
Yes. So I'm on my way, I just not quite there yet.
Okay, so you learned everything you needed to know?
Yeah. See, that guy has a chocobo. I don't have one. I got a two-leg everything. Alright, Ophelia, let's do the same. Oh, look, my mom's still here. So cute. Penguina's so cute. Welcome back, baby! I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one needs only look upon the result to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I'm sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, baby. So make it your ally. Now it's time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you're ready to begin. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Lore of the Inferno. Minfilia would like you to assist the Immortal Flames. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungust, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with Amajad to discuss their healings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amajad responsible for the abductions, so they mean to have Ungust attend as planned. As the Amajad are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, baby. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me to tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant. Leading the mission, may you walk in the light of the crystal. Alright. We Immortal Flames are stationed here to keep an eye on the Amaja in the region. Should you see any, do not draw too near. Simply let a simple grave at the lick yard await you. Oh, here we go. Ah, you are Baby Nori of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We are stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amaja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizardmen aren't aware that their man Ungust has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we will spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of this mission, we can only deploy a small contingent. Every member must count, so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amajat plot if the mission succeeds, baby. Let's make sure it does. Alright, here we go. We are here. Level 24. Wait a minute. Let's better eat something first. Alright, that's good. I'm gonna fight! It's the bait in place. Arvin is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amajad appears. Yes, sir. Wow! What's the meaning of this? What's the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. Oh! Ha! He! Ah ha 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 ha! Treacherous flame soldier. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the immortal flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? It's almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Ungus, your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Hee hee hee. Now, as much as I love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They are all yours. Bum 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 bum. Defeat the Amajad. Oh, what are you doing? Don't get more. Did I get him? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They got defeated? Put up your weapon or your comrade's a dead man. Behind you. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 Bring him. The rest of you, march. Treacherous scum. I guess I was meant to lose this. The lizards claim they will soon bring us before Infrit for tempering. All of us are as good as dead. I fear the Amajad meant to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death with steel in hand. The balls of amber now available. Okay. Now we have to do this.
Are you still streaming?
Yeah. You assume so until I tell you to stop.
Okay. I'll get you one. Yes, I was going to ask you that. How many would you like?
3 more?
Okay.
I'm gonna move my phone. Okay. Enter the bowl of embers, the party of NPCs. Here we go. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Almighty Infrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servant beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Almighty Infrit, we bring before you ignorant savages, who knows not your Godhead. If it pleases you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Bloody health, bring those two as well. Ugh. What's going on? This isn't what we agreed? None but servants of Lord Infert may behold the rites of summoning. These souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. Pitiful children of men, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions, feed my flames with your faith, and all who stands against us shall burn. Almighty Infrit, on my one true God, your words are my bread. Impossible! By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another? Yes! That is the only explanation. Ah. Bum 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 ba da bum. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not a taint of another upon thee. The truth of thy allegiance wax clear, thou art the godless blessed number. The paragons warn of thine aberrant kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. Each time your party is defeated, a bonus will be... Alright, whatever, let's do it! Oh yes! Oh! 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 Uh-oh. Come on! Uh-oh, get the nails. Ow, ow, ow. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Come on, let's do it! Oh, uh-oh. Oh, he's getting angry! Yeah! Nobody can defeat little baby Nori. What is this? A fire crystal. Cutscene, baby. Maybe it's on my desk. Sorry.
Okay.
Pray forgive my lateness. I was delayed by a congregation of Amaja zealots. I swear each seems more evangelical than the last. Huh. Phew. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captive, no less than I expect from the Flames General handpicked man. As for those two, it is fair to say their hardship have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, baby. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You have been given a venerable baptism of fire. But let us continue this conversation in a more agreeable surroundings. Camp Dry Bone, shall we say? This way, sir. So that was the mighty infant. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I anticipated, even taking Udon's interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given troubles at the court. We don't have only ourselves to rely upon. Even ever the pessimist, my dear Livia, promise me you'll never change. We wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn to be for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we have achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that's a consideration for another time. You have been given a task that is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior.
Bad guys? Are these bad guys?
Your spirit bond with the Weather Ring is complete. Oh yes, mail request. Oh, I extracted a materia. You successfully extracted a savage materia. Critical hit +1.
Is that why he's in the area surrounded by fire?
That's because I'm still in that battle area. Oh, I get a chest or something? Oh, no chest! Alright, let's leave. Let's see if we can get the quest for Chocobo now. Ah, there you are, baby. Come rest a while. You will have no better opportunity after witnessing their gods' ignominious defeat. The Amaja will be less inclined to risk our wrath for a time, but at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. Once a man is tempered. But it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortune, there is still reason to rejoice. Infant is slain, and by your hands, O Lest. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, baby. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I had long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Emilia would be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust she shan't object to my bearing of tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the waking sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problem will solve themselves. Color your world. Hey there, adventurer. I am Nedrick Ironheart, an explorer by trade and a scion by allegiance. And you, my friend, look to me, an adventurer in need of a challenge. I happen to know just the place I will offer it to you. Tucked away in a corner of eastern Thailand lies Halatali, and it is there you will find all the excitement you crave. The place boasts a storied history. It was built some 100 years past as a training ground for gladiators. The calamity lay ruin to it, though, as it did to most things. Now, Halatali is a shadow of its former self. But in the dark of that shadow lurks wild beast, both thirsty and beyond count. For one such as yourself, I dare say there is no finer place than Halatali to test your skill and refine your technique. Indeed, I've taken the liberty of passing your name along to the flames who oversee the place. Should you visit, speak with one Fafa Joni near the entryway. I'm finishing up my quest. No, soon. Tancred told us news of upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Manphilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. Dawn Wristlets. My late arrival nearly cost Baby his life. I wasn't there when the Amaja took him prisoner, and I wasn't there when they served him to Infant. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but that does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly, just as I am failing you all. What is done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every Baby, it's so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I had just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no excuse to fear, no cause to fear, and now we can put pay to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amaja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal infant. Nor is this tale limited to Uda. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa Lominsa and Gordania of late. I dare say you have been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume aether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more aether they require. Now, aethers exist throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates this very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Infant. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of aether, crystal. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must understand how primals were born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of aether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Infant took your comrades in their thrall, you alone remain unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When you first came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. This recent incident all share a common trait, a meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assure me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, baby. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who fell in for it, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or no, Infelia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductee that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that all are to be put to death. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we, Scion, continue our fight that no more innocents need to be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand by us, baby. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me, how many more lives? Louisoix would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. don't see Meld.
Nope, I saw it.
Yeah?
Oh, never mind. It's a map. quest?
I don't know.
It says to meld the materia yourself, you will need to complete the Waking the Spirit quest.
I don't remember.
The quest giver is Volcross, located at the bonfire in central Danaland.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why you don't have help?
Maybe. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of a reward, confirming to Ida and Papalimo that the Scions would benefit from your aid, and no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Infrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as soon you will soon discover. We have guests, baby, or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons! Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Linsa Lominsa to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, baby, your recent exploits have garnered you the attention of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Infrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of baby's deed travels so quickly. That the immortal flame should know of his triumph is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Tataru, eep! Your reputation precedes you, Master Nori. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. And I imagine our pride when we learned that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gordania. Know that the people hold you in high regard, in high esteem, and that you will always be welcome among us. The Order of Twin Adler has need a valiant man such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelves Wood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Nori. My comrade speaks of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Uda. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full does Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Linsa Laminsa to the shores of glory. Lady Menphilia. Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, may have a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the grand companies are all-encompassing organization empowered to call upon the martial economic and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Linsa Laminsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gordania, and the Immortal Flames Ouda. Serving a grand company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defenses and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you're agonizing over which grand company best serves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so. Yet, concede that it is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold a remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceeding, I am given to understand that the leader of each grand company shall deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What do you say, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well, let Baby hear our leader speak, then return here with his decision. We eagerly await your answer. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, baby, and with it, you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs to be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of a grand company, however, you will be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievement will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid, and the 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The grand companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole, similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will feel more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, baby, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now, it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Maybe I can do chocobo things soon.
I'm gonna go do laundry. Oh, I missed it.
A dog, little pup. Alright, Tataru, she talks way too much. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, baby. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time I will be sure to hold my tongue, literally if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If it all goes to plan, Gordania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adler will hold the first of the 3 services, and Elder Seer Kanyi Senna will deliver her address at Miketo's amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all the involved parties, it is possible that the order of services might change, but still there is not much we can do about that. So make Gordania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Uda, where Flame General Raoban Alden will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. It's rumored there should be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa Laminsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merweb will be giving her address. The room is accessible via Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry Van Thale, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then. I hope you find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may very well change in favor of your preferred travel plan. Farewell. Okay. have come to the Adler's Nest, command center of the Order of the Twin Adler. Ever do we welcome they who would toil in the elemental's name for the survival and well-being of our forest nation. While your zeal cannot be denied, you must grow stronger if you are to entwine your destiny with ours. Prove you have the fortitude to weather the fiercest of storms and return here.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The three Seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the green wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hure and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seed Seer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hure and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. Five years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk the highways without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder's standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity, we must think of the children.
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the forest.
The elementals!
If you'll permit me, Alfie, no. And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
The Gordonians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with the two beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition and wont to summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. The Siths, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with Gordonians, until recently at least. Alice, they have grown aloft, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Rama. The Gordonians have no love for war, but they consider open conflict the last resort. The Ixal ever sure that they do so defense. Sith, they are owned by a peace. How long it will be? The Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gordonians like it or not, soon or later it will come to all-out war, and when it does, the Order of Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? Well, perhaps we will find out if the elder Seer's words fell on fertile ground.
O souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have brought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Nalthal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back lies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have brought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden and enthralled. Where are the merciful arms of the rich? Where is the just deed of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people. Ya for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your grace.
Raubon?
Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live For victory and fortune, strive fearless into the inferno, for we are by fire reborn! For certain,
Fancy meeting you again.
The Udons have a long history of conflict with the Amajai, the beast tribe that worship the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Udons do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flame each time he is stoked to life. Yet, he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be infinite. Which brings back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amajai are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do, the Udon send their forces to smite the primal, and though they are invariably succeed, each victory is brought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder, then, that the immortal flames are eager to recruit more members. Such a desperate hour, adventure of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
Well, these savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral! Moving!
Gather the lads!
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral!
Go ahead, you first.
Fancy meeting you again.
Boop, boop, boop. Baby, this is Minfilia. You are well, I hope? Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service has now concluded? A moment ago, you say. What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies? Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands. It would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. I'm gonna pick the twin antlers. I gotta sell some stuff first. Tell the numbers of party recruiting are dwindling. That means that people are falling asleep. Thank you, baby. Welcome back, baby. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, baby. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer.
The gods only know what Grand Company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you're so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
I take it the Elder Cecier's words have touched your heart. Have you resolved to entwine your destiny with that of the Twin Adler? Yes. You have chosen wisely, my friend. The Elder Cecier will be overjoyed. Without further ado, let us speak of practical matters. In order to complete the enrollment procedure, you must report to the Adler's Nest. I dare say you know it well from your wanderings of New Gordania. Give your name to the personnel officers there, and he will guide you through the formalities. I have no doubt but that your deeds will bring great honor to our order when we next meet in Gordania. I shall be proud to call you brother.
What's the Twin Headers?
That's Gordania's Grand Company. What's this? You meant to take up with the Adlers? But the all-inspiring figures of General Roban not stir you? He can seem a trifle intimidating, but I'm sure you'll warm to him given time. Too late!
So what happens when you join the Two Adders Company?
That's what I'm gonna find out. Hopefully I should get my Chocobo quest soon. Well, pick a town, but this one is free. I could change, but I'm used to this one. I know where everything is. Okay. You are to come to Adler's Nest, headquarters of the Order of the Twin Adler. Ever do we welcome they who toil in the Elemental's name for the good of our forest nation. Ah, the great adventurer himself. Yes, our recruitment officer sent word you were on your way. It is a pleasure and an honor both to welcome you to our ranks, friend, Now let me gather together the relevant documentation. Sir! What is it? Report? An urgent message from Amaswa Spire, sir. A high-wind Skyways airship has taken fire from Imperial forces in the sky over the East Shroud. The vessel's engines were crippled, sir, and it was forced to make an emergency landing southeast of Nine Eyes. Nine Eyes? God, this could not have come at a worse time. All but a handful of our forces are presently afield dealing with the Ixal. Baby, I know full well you have yet to be formally inducted into our ranks, but we have urgent need of your aid. In all likelihood, the airship was bearing civilians, and if the reports are accurate, it will have come down dangerously close to Garlean-occupied territory. Please make all haste to the area southeast of Nine Eyes, locate the airship, and ascertain the status of the passengers. Look at that! I didn't even do anything. Now I'm recruited to do stuff again. Sometimes they melt. Let's see.
Are you figuring out melting?
No, I'm trying to see which one.
Needs melting?
No, it's
Which one you use for melting?
Yeah.
You want me to look it up?
Okay. Wait a minute.
I'm gonna go to the dishes.
Okay. Oh. Okay, here we go. An adventure? What are you doing here? No, wait, let's find some cover first. The Adderless sent you? How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Peace, friend. We mean you no harm. You are an engineer of Garland Ironworks, are you not? We were alerted to your plight and have come to rescue you. So you are Baby Nori, I presume? I was told to expect an honorary serpent. My thanks for your aid, friend. I have never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to the man's treachery? The secret of magic tech belongs in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Imperial scouts from Castrum Oriens. They meant to requisition the ship. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of Latafel was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. The tiny Bronco? But isn't that the Ironworks' latest creation? It's the first airship we built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight, and she was soaring, she really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Attend me all, the Ironworks' latest creation must not fall into Garlean hands. We shall strike them swift and sure and rescue Engineer Wedge. Baby, I trust we can rely on your support. May the Matron watch over us. With me. An ambush to ours. Biggs? Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close, so how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. While you do your work, we shall keep watch over the perimeter. The enemy may yet be lurking nearby. As for you, baby, you have more than done your part today. I bid you return to the Adler nest and complete the enlistment. I pray there will be no further interruptions. When next we meet, let it be as fellow servants of the Order. I just wanted to say sorry, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Haha, seriously? No? If it hadn't been for you and the twin Adler lads there, we would be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge. Thank you, we were very grateful. Baby, it does my spirit well to see you return. Word arrived but moments ago from the team at Nine Eyes. Lest you worry, the two engineers are safely on their way. The lieutenant informed me that you were instrumental in the mission's success had you not found the engineer Biggs when you did and helped us to rout the Garleans. Things might have been very different. And all this before you were even inducted into the Order. You are well on your way to carving out a fine career for yourself beneath the twin Adler's standard. Without further ado, let us see to your induction. 12 willing, there won't be any further interruptions. Protocol requires that I apprise you of who we are and what we do, after which I will invite you to swear an oath of your own free will. The Order of Twin Adder is the grand company of Gridania. It brings together the martial, economic, and technological resources of our nation that we might stand strong in times of direst adversity when our very survival hangs in the balance. Our order was formed in the days before the calamity in readiness to fight the Garlean Empire and to combat the beast tribes and their primals. Needless to say, our struggle continues to this day. Elder Seer Khan E. Senna is the supreme commander of our forces. Under her wise leadership, we protect the people of Gridania and the sanctity of the 12 worlds. As the entwined serpents that grace our standard, let Forceborn strive as one with friends from afar to ensure that peace shall ever reign in Gridania. In so doing, we honor the will of the elementals, and theirs is the will of the world. Now then, Baby Nori, I ask that you give unto us your oaths of allegiance, in whatever fashion you see fit. My life for the elder Cecir. The elder Cecir is a kind and gentle soul who holds the welfare of her people. Above all else, your faith in her is well placed. By the power vested in me, I assign you the rank of Serpent Private, 3rd class. You are now a man of the Order of the Twin Adder. Go forth, Private Nori, and do that which brings peace to the 12's Wood and honor to our name. Can you hear me, baby? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Order of Twin Adder contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Nori. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a serpent of Gridania, you are no less a scion. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. A distant call of a friend in need, perhaps? As you are needed somewhere else, I shall not keep you any longer. I would, however, suggest speaking with the High Serpent Commander for Sally Hurex. Before you depart, he may provide you with assistance on the journey ahead. You may now accept the quest, My Little Chocobo, by speaking with Versali Hurex. The quest must be completed in order to proceed to the end of the main scenario for A Realm Reborn. Oh, I'm getting my Chocobo quest! Ah, Private Nori. I understand you have been working tirelessly in Gridania's name. You are truly an example to your fellow serpents. But tell me, have you ever felt as though you couldn't get to your destination quickly enough? That you could do with a swifter pair of legs? Yes, I've been saying that all morning. If so, you might consider getting a personal chocobo. You have yet to be issued your own bird, am I correct? Given your considerable talent, you should be able to attain one in no time at all. Let me tell you how to go about it. First, you must attain a serpent chocobo issued by exchanging company seals with the quartermaster. Once you have this deed, present it to our man, and he will furnish you with a suitable bird. Go on. What? Oh, how am I supposed to get it done? White dots. Oh. Oh gosh, I can't do anything.
Why not? You have to do something else.
Yes, I have to get a bunch of seals and nothing is easy.
Want the water?
Or iced tea. Welcome back. It seems you've wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called and to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, baby. Now, when we last spoke, I said that I want you to meet some friends, did I? Not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Hataru, please show them in. This way, sirs. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I am... Gods, man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I'm pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Gadget-driven contraptions such as their ship grow ever more vital to the city-state of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we need the knowledge of experts. And so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea. I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. I got 300 serpent seals.
Oh, so was that enough?
I don't think so. I think I need 2,000.
Oh.
Ridiculous. Let me see.
How did you get them?
Gotta do stuff.
Oh, you did a quest?
Well, this was a quest that gave me some.
Uh-huh.
I feel I need you to investigate this. I'm just going to do it.
No. Having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like thistle greens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramua's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, tribal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know. It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the sylph's favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing? Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Baby, is it not? I've been following your exploits with great interest. You have served Gridania well, but I believe your greatest accomplishments are yet to come. It is with such lofty expectations I will grant you passage beyond our White Wolf Gate. Take this pass and show it to Francesca Montua, the gatekeeper. Gird yourself well for the battles to come. And I'm sure the news of your deeds will reach me again before long. We know far too little of the sylphs to lay any worthwhile plan. We must call upon the scions once more if they are to... beg pardon. It's a terrible habit to think aloud, but tell me, what brings you to Adder's Nest? Well, if it isn't Private Nori, reporting for duty, that's the zeal I like to see from an enterprising young servant. Good evening, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you. I'm gonna try to get this quest in there, and I'm gonna take a break. Okay, I think this will be a good time to take a break. I'll come back in a little bit. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.